suddenly feel like I'm pulling an AI by abandoning an entire front. But hey, they've done it often enough to me that I feel I deserve this.
Attention.
And we're bringing in some pretty senior generals in as well, which is going to help.
Arrêt.
Not to say that Juan isn't good already, because he's pretty good. All of his fighting's been in the mountains. I have to say this campaign's been a delight. Usually when you watch High 4 playthroughs, this communist fashion is just a race to colour as much of the planet a single colour as fast as possible. Which is why I don't enjoy that type of gameplay. I mean, I do get complaints saying, oh, you don't do stuff fast enough. Well, that's not the point of what I'm trying to do. And it's also why I kind of like playing as the Democrats, because you're far more reactionary. It's dependent on what the others do. It's a lot easier to lose. That's another thing. Because if they start to snowball too hard, there's no coming back to it. Screens. Ships, no. Motorized attack and defense. I mean, we are using a lot more of that, and I would eventually like to get mechanized, but that's going to take some time. Plus 15% ground support could also be good, although I've been a little bit underwhelmed by air power. We've almost finished industrial stuff already. What do these do again? Experience gain and doctrine gain. We've basically done the doctrines. And we've been winning enough at sea where I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, I think we're going to go for the cavalry. We're easily able to transport all of these guys at once. Good. And then after this as well, I can shift my escort duties out here, because I don't need them over there anymore. So we'll send you to escort that. And you need to have escort set up, as do you. That was the new subs. Although, because I'm escorting in like 2 different sides of the world, it's going to get a lot more difficult. Sod it, be fine. Probably. Alright, I want snorkels. I want submarines. Tier 3 subs. How I have missed you. It's radar or snorkel, isn't it? This close to... Japan. Kind of has to be snorkels, although because we need the visibility reduction. So this is going to be the Martin. I'm going to save that for a second. How long is the snorkels going to take? "59 days. That's a long time. No, let's start pumping out some ships, then we'll add snorkel ships after. Put me one more of those. One more of those. Then we can switch to the subs. Start pumping them out. Communists relent, remove national spirit, Comintern influence. Due to the Soviet Union and ourselves being at war with a common enemy, they seem to have toned down support in our domestic communist... Oh, wow. I hadn't realised how communist we were. Okay. I think I might need to do some rooting out of communists. And you've slowly but surely been losing destroyers. And I would very much like for you to be getting new ones. So these are auto. They should be adding some new destroyers to the main fleet. They're all in the same theatre, right? Yeah. Oh, excited to have submarines again. Missed them. On the outskirts of Minsk. How are we doing for heavy tanks? Whoa, we have a lot. That's 5 units. Sweetness. And we have 118 medium tanks. So we're about halfway to replacing one of the light tank units in the light units. Red also effectively reduces visibility. Spot them before they spot you. Have I researched mechanized? It gives a bonus to ordinary motorized. No, I have not, and that's a very good point. Probably do that once the AMX M4s are done. And then at that point I can also spend my army experience. Although I am still getting doctrines, and I think I still want to spend experience on that, so I need to save 100. So I can spend 170-ish. Although I think we're about to get a bunch of army experience coming in. Let me just double check that these are actually tip-top. Yeah, they are. And I eventually probably will try to increase their army width to 40 instead of 20. At the moment that would be too expensive. Off the coast of India. Cool. How many... You're up to 40. So Italy is building more, and they are probably submarines. Okay, we could also get the new medium tanks. Let's get first level of mechanized. That's a very good point. And now it is time to upgrade M4s. Perfection. This is going to be expensive in terms of chromium, though. Nope, it's the same price. Never mind then. Oh, and we've built lots of stuff, so let's build more lots of stuff and things. Right there. And there. Oh, a van. That's what I'm waiting for. There we are. I was like, I'm sure I had more of the centre being developed. So why is that not 100% yet? Concentrated Industry 5.
Attention.
So now I basically just need to wait until these guys arrive, and then we can start hitting. Although they're going to arrive with no planning preparation, that's going to take a while. Americans have arrived to bolster my lines, and I think I do need to work to take some pressure off of the Soviets.
Écoutez.
We have a lot more heavy tanks rolled into my front lines now. In fact, we can get another 2 going now. So we'll wait until these guys have got their equipment and then we'll attack again. Hope Spain stays neutral. Yeah,
Attention.
the guys that were defending against Spain are now defending Suez. More entrenchment. Bio's going to be a great general, actually. He's in a good place to get the experience for it, too.
Écoutez.
Speaking of experience, how are you doing? Yeah, pretty good. Italy, why do you do this?
Gardez vos rangs. Parez.
How far are you? Off the coast of South Africa. Yeah, it's going to take you a while to arrive.
Parez.
Alright, are we good? Why are you still at half strength? You're waiting for 40 heavy tanks. You're only slightly low.
Attention.
So they should be arriving soon. How many dead Italians? Lots. 3.2 million. How many dead Soviets? 5.8. That slowed down a bit. So maybe I should focus on making more guns so I can send them to the Soviets. I could also put out some more close air support. This is not multiplayer, no.
Gardez vos rangs. Écoutez.
I don't understand why you're not getting those heavy tanks that you require. You have everything else. It's just the heavies, and we have them. We're only actually one tank short.
Parez.
So why are you not getting it? Oh, and that was breakthrough. Haha! Magnificent.
Parez.
Well, if there was ever a time to attack, it's now. That's not as positive as I was hoping to see. There we go. That's better. Where are my air force? They're not doing anything. Guys! Alright, I'm going to tell you to not follow them anymore. I'll do this myself. Now we're getting air support. What the hell was going on before? Here we go. They can't penetrate my armor. That's what the heavy tanks do. So if they can't penetrate the armor, you take 50% less organization and strength damage. Like your entire division just takes 50% less. That's why heavy tanks and infantry are really strong. Of course, we're fighting a very, very heavily entrenched Germany right now, and they're pretty strong. Plus, they can simply outproduce us. So we need to just keep on hitting them.
Pas de pitié.
We have really good planning, so our attack should be crazy strong. Fortunately, they do have a fair amount of defense. And they're entrenched, and they have AA.
Continuez l'attaque.
There are a couple of positions where we're winning. Quite a few positions where we're not.
Aux ordres.
far are you? Still a long way.
Écoutez.
Okay, I'm gonna need to change your colour. Having two yellows is getting very confusing. Let's make you... I don't want to use orange, don't want to use yellow. I really want to use blue, because we've got blue there as well. Green's too similar to yellow. We've got red tanks coming in. Purple, we have no purple here.
Continuez d'avancer.
Alright, let's see if we can hold what we've taken.
On se maille.
Reinforce yourselves. Dig in. Do what you do best. Hold stuff. The Americans are still attacking, but that's fine. Took Kent here in the north. Have I ever tried the exiled France in Kaiserreich? You mean the French Republic? Yes, I have. They're good fun. I had a really good multiplayer series actually playing as them. I was basically the special forces because their problem is they have a tiny amount of manpower but really good light tanks, so you can basically hit, steamroll an area, pull back, let someone else hold it, and then go and like spike somewhere else.
Aux ordres.
Right, we good to go again? Organisation all back? Let's do it. Now we're getting some success down here in the south. I'm the master of entrenchment, Germany, not you! Kara, keep it to English, please. And Leone. Just because the moderators can't understand it otherwise. Counter-attacking Kent, but that's fine. We're suffering a lot of organisation loss, but strength loss not so much. Joie, can you upgrade anymore? Oh, you can actually get improv expert as well. I thought those were mutually exclusive, but apparently not. Is there anything else I want? I don't think you're actually going to be able to get anything else. Except possibly skilled staffer. I mean, having you as a skilled staffer would actually be really nice. May take Brussels soon. This is going to be the very hard-fought liberation of Belgium. There it is. Brussels is ours. Did I change production to the new heavies? Yes, I did. Good. And we have enough medium tanks where I would feel okay switching out these templates. So instead of this light tank, we're going to go with medium tanks. I think it may also be time to get you some support items. I hadn't realised how poorly supported you were, in fact. Field hospital, support artillery, engineers. Save. You have quite a lot of reinforcement to do after that.
Arrêt.
That's a big upgrade. How are we doing for support gear? We're okay. Need more artillery, but that's all stuff that will just recover when I decide to stop pushing, which is going to be right now, because we're not actually doing anything.
Aux ordres.
So, dig in. Get your organisation back again. And we'll do it again. Bite and hold strategies. Luxembourg may come back as well, that's true. How close to uncapitulation is Belgium? Remove the capitulation status, they must reclaim the capital, be at least 10% towards capitulation. They're currently at 72. Okay, so they need to be 90% liberated. Italy's at 3.2 million, Germany is at 2.6, Soviets are 6.3. I mean, we're trying. Damn it, we're trying. And they have a lot of air power over there now. So it is time to say that you guys... Oh, you're the bombers. Hold on. Do I have any spare fighters? I do. Well, I would like some of my fighters. Oh, we even took an airbase. Sweet. Let's go and put some... Oh, those are interwar fighters. No wonder they're left over. Those are fighters. Let's put you to defend this. They have 3,000 planes. We have 4,000. There's the snorkel. So let's go ahead and upgrade our submarine to the Martin IIs, which will be equipped with snorkels. That's only a tiny visibility reduction. Maybe we will go with radar. We'll go with radar. And also, we have a couple of submarines which need to be in a new fleet, assigned by Jean-Marie Charles Admiral, who is my submarine expert. And I would very much like you to be a sub-template, please. And then your job is going to be to smash up the Japanese over here. Actually, those two. No, just the South China Sea. I think they will find some enemy ships there to defeat. We could actually set you to refit with radar. You know what, there's probably a good reason to do that. Let's make sure it happens. And now I think that we need to research better torpedo attack. We have civilian factories available. Yeah, France is definitely in industrialization mode right now. Whoa, Ile-de-France has a lot of spare spaces. Let's do that. And then Auvergne. It's going to be next. Cool.
Attention.
Alright, you guys ready for another? I think you are. Go! I was going to say, you're not being very successful and then suddenly everything went green. What changed? Oh, the Americans supported. That's probably what changed. Cool. Just more bodies. We're going to be taking Charleroi back soon. Then onwards to Namur. There it is. They counterattack. Is there any reason for me to continue pressing this? I don't think so. Stop.
Attention.
Take and hold what you've got. And... Ah, you're refitting. Fair enough. Yes, you are. I think that's going to be the last destroyer for the time being. I'm not being sunk very often. We're actually doing more sinking than we are losing. How is the surface fleet doing? You seem to have a lot of abilities now. Ooh, yes you do. Torpedo screen penetration. You have a lot of the older destroyers who are actually equipped with torpedoes. Sure. Take it. Because we're using all of these destroyers, which have torpedoes. My newer ones don't. In fact, you have a lot of torpedoes on those ships. More than I realised. Alright, fair enough. Now, where are you guys? Ooh, getting close. Marvellous. And we are minus 22 heavy tanks, minus 162 mediums. That's fine. Atomic research is done. Next up, more radar. Let's make sure our submarines can do the submarine thing. Down here haven't recovered their organization yet. 3, 2, 1, go. Weigand. Aha! Finally! I mean, really, it's got to be Logistics Wizard, but I'd also very much like you to become a thorough planner. That reduction in supply consumption is vital when you're in enemy territory, especially if you've chewed up all of their infrastructure with lots of artillery. And we have quite a lot of artillery. Why not push with the Blue Army? Because this is where the Siegfried line is. It's fortified. This isn't.
Gardez vos distances.
A coup in Romania. As dissatisfaction with the country's leadership has risen to dangerous levels in Romania, Prince Michael has instigated a coup with the aid of substantial elements of the military. Early reports indicated to be successful, and King Michael has already announced that he has assumed the role of the head of state, intending to give Romanian the leadership. So, is Romania flipping sides? No, Romania's just gone fascist. That's not Michael. Ooh, taking Antwerp. That's good. Now we're pushing forwards. And we are nearly there. Another set of heavies coming in. Not to mention the tanks. Now France is going to be truly on the offensive. Brilliant. Alright then, let's go and set you up over here. First things first though, I need to assign you to Weygand.